Hey, good evening, everybody. I saw some of your comments out here. Jessica out in Kansas. Storm anxiety coming on. Yeah, we've got storm anxiety possible out there out west, but nothing around here. So again, want to welcome everyone tuning in tonight. Sissy on there making some comments. But we're going to talk about the weather the next few days around here, which is going to be kind of boring, which is, hey, I'm fine with boring weather in April. Really warm, kind of a preview of June. And overall, I'm okay with that. We got a really nice break coming this weekend. We're going to have highs, upper 60s, low 70s, overnight lows around 50, and then even some 40s possible. I almost wanted to call it blackberry winter, but I don't think it's cool enough out there. The blackberries, I believe, are in bloom. And last year we had blackberry winter a little bit earlier, but this may be the last really big cool down we see for a while because everything looks really, really warm. And the other thing that we see is the severe weather is out west tonight, and I'm hoping the pattern stays that way. The next change, we've got high pressure that's going to continue to push that severe threat back to the west. So as far as forecast goes, we're looking good around here. We're going to talk about all of that coming up in just a few minutes, but let's get to the weather forecast real quick. Thank you for your comments. Thanks for tuning in. Got about 100 of you on here tonight. Appreciate that. Real quiet Monday, and we had a quiet weekend overall. We finally got a break from the rain. Quiet indicator, 75 degrees. They continue to work on the new lights there along the causeway. So here are the temperatures. 72 over in Atlanta, 71 Fort Payne, and 77 still in Florence. You got real close to 90. I didn't check the official almanac for today, but at one point in time it was like 88.5 degrees. The humidity is going to get higher tomorrow. This is why the severe weather has kind of shifted pattern out west. Is you've got this big change in temperatures. You've got a late winter air mass colliding with an early spring air mass, and at one point today in Rapid City it was in the 40s, and you get out to the east towards Lincoln, Nebraska, and it was 90 degrees. So a big change there. The forecast, I think the Storm Prediction Center kind of missed it a little bit, and that's good news. They were really going with an outbreak of tornadoes across much of Iowa. So far that it hasn't happened. We could still see a situation where the storms become nocturnal, but in this case, I don't think we're looking at that supercell outbreak. But nonetheless, some hail out there. You can see kind of what's left of that southeast of Minneapolis tonight. New tornado watch into Wisconsin. So those would be kind of what we have around here, the nighttime tornadoes, line echo wave pattern. And Jessica mentioned she was in Kansas. They've got a tornado watch out there. I've got friends and family still in Lawrence and Topeka, but those don't look all that bad. I think it looked a lot worse earlier in the day. Those are kind of training over the same area. And here close to home, of course, if we went down to Oklahoma, you'd see more storms, kind of a gap in south central Kansas from Wichita down to Oklahoma City. And around here it's just quiet. It is a calm night. Next 12 hours, we'll slowly cool down into the 70s. Well, we're in the 70s now, but we'll barely reach the upper 60s, and then about 75 at 10 a.m. More clouds noticeably tomorrow morning, but overall not too bad at all. Here's tonight's forecast. On average, the low around 67 degrees. It's going to be muggy out there, but overall it's comfortable out there tonight. The humidity really starts coming up over the next couple of days ahead of this front. Now tomorrow, 85, south-southeast wind at 4, warm and muggy, and sunset a little bit later around 7:30 in the evening. And then we'll continue to watch a chance for a rogue shower or an isolated, very isolated thunderstorm out there. This is overnight in the early morning hours. We're talking about temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. Might actually warm up just before, after sunrise. Maybe a brief spotty shower. The model guidance kind of looked that way for us for today, and nothing really happened. So we've kind of gone with that 20% chance of rain, both tomorrow and for Wednesday. They don't look very impressive at all. Kind of summertime air mass thunderstorms. Ian asked if we're looking at severe weather threat Thursday or Friday. I don't see an organized threat for severe weather. We may have a rogue, really strong thunderstorm with a lot of lightning, kind of what we had to deal with late last week, but the overall organization does not appear to be there. There's two fronts coming in. We're going to talk about that coming up in a little bit, but as we finish out the day tomorrow, the temperatures in the low 80s, upper 70s, but again, we're probably going to reach the upper 80s in some areas. So another really warm day. And watch out, you can get a sunburn out there in very little time out there. You don't even think about getting a sunburn in April a lot of times, but it happens. Just ask my wife. 85 degrees Tuesday, 86 Wednesday, Thursday. Scattered thunderstorms mainly in the afternoon. We're going to take a quick break. It runs for a minute, and then we will get right back to the action here. Again, we're going to be breaking down just how cool it's going to get this weekend, and of course the thunderstorm timing here for Thursday and Friday. All right, everybody, thanks for sticking around for that long minute. Here's the rain chances. Again, they go up Thursday and Friday. Both days will probably have at some point widespread showers and storms. So a lot of you asking about severe weather threat. I don't really, this setup dynamically does not usually produce severe weather around here. And overall, we may see a few strong storms. Yeah, there's a little bit more pollen going out on there. And then we've got the Chinese privet. And then some of you are allergic to honeysuckle. And so as it warms up after all this rain, everything's really coming out and blooming. And I can feel something in my nose tonight just stepping back in this building. I'm not sure what it is. But here's Thursday evening. Best chance for widespread showers and storms. I think the timing of this is after peak heating, so that's good. That's the first front. And then as we get into Friday morning, we'll wake up with some clouds, get a little sunshine. We'll warm into the upper 70s. And then the next round of thunderstorms comes in around 10 o'clock Friday night. This one could break some gusty winds and things like that. Here comes the cooler weather. This is going to be great camping weather. Amy mentioned camping at Gunnersville. Yeah, Wednesday through Saturday. I think you're going to be okay. You're going to have to deal with some rain. So I would definitely have something to cover the firewood, things like that. Oh, that's interesting. Charlie said the HRRR handed at no storm solution. Yeah, the problem is when you're trying to use some of these algorithms to predict the weather this time of year and you're using like significant tornado parameter, it just doesn't work as well, so, especially out west because they get a lot of those ingredients and sometimes the cap's there and it doesn't break. But our cooler weather's coming in Saturday morning, mid-50s. Could be a little bit cooler in some areas. We're going to have a north wind. Mostly sunny Saturday at 1 o'clock, upper 60s. We're going to go with a high near 70, but we may not make it in some areas. This is going to be a really nice day. I hope you can enjoy it the whole weekend. And by 10 o'clock Saturday night, we got great patio fire weather here, 54 degrees, and great camping weather too. I'm allergic to everything. And can't take Benadryl because he's allergic to that. Man, that's rough. So as we continue on here into Sunday morning, we're going to wake up in the 40s in some areas. So this is the model guidance going 53 in Birmingham, 47 degrees in Huntsville. Could be some mid-40s out there too. And this is why I was thinking blackberry winter, but who knows? We may not really get a real strong blackberry winter this year after all. Then 73 at 1:30 Sunday afternoon. So and upper 60s up towards Nashville. So I tell you, we don't get this opportunity very much this time of year, so enjoy it because the 80s are coming right back, and so is that humidity. And I can taste something's going on in this building. I don't know what it is, but I walk back in from dinner and I can barely breathe. 85 degrees tomorrow, 86 Wednesday, 83 Thursday. Again, our thunderstorms coming in two waves. Late Thursday afternoon and evening, and then late Friday evening, and then a really nice weekend ahead. And I don't see too many other real significant weather days coming our way for the first week of May. So that's good because I'm going on my fishing trip. And I don't like to leave and have bad weather, leave bad weather behind. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9:30, unless you'll see me tonight on WFF 40 News at 10. Yes, Adam, it's going to feel like fall this weekend.